Good morning, good morning, good morning. Come on in. Come on in this morning. Good morning. Happy Wednesday to you. It's Winning Wednesday. We're going to win on purpose, in purpose, and for purpose all day long. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Creating Your Now with Rev J. Daniels. I'm excited to be your coach today as we dive into Arise and Build. We're here Monday through Friday at 6 a.m. Central Standard Time, 7 a.m. if you're on the East Coast, and that is 4 a.m. if you're on the West Coast, right here on YouTube, on Creating Your Now YouTube channel. So make sure you like this video, subscribe, and hit that bell notification button so that you can get notified every time we're live here. And then we're also streaming on Facebook under Rev J. Daniels page. So if you're here, make sure you follow this page, you hit the notification bell there, and that you like, tag, and share this video. So like this video, tag 3 people in it on Facebook that you know need to hear this coaching call. It's 20-25 minutes of their morning, but I believe it will coach you right into greatness. And then share this to your groups, your Facebook page, all of your business pages, wherever you can share this to so that other people can get this message. For a brief moment today, I'm going to talk to you from the subject, stop abandoning yourself. Stop abandoning yourself. And so we're going to get right into it. Make sure you like, tag, and share, and subscribe if you're on YouTube. And then also in the description of this video on YouTube and the description of the video on Facebook, you can join our school community, our faith-based coaching community, where we're helping people create their now, dream, pray, create. We're helping you pray, plan, and prosper. We're helping you activate, execute, and dominate. We're going to help you work your corner until you can corner your market. I'm super excited to be your coach, like I said. And so let us get into today's broadcast. One of the patterns that many people never confront is not us quitting on our vision. Because before we can ever quit on our vision, before we can ever quit on our idea, before we can ever quit on our business, before we can ever quit on anything that we put our hands to, we must first understand that we quit on ourselves. We stop trusting our follow through. We lower our expectations of ourselves. We prepare for disappointment before it ever began, not because we have a lack of faith, but because we've been broken too many times, and we've been too many promises towards ourselves we've broken. And so now quitting feels familiar while commitment feels risky. And so oftentimes before we ever could quit on anything that we have in our hands, we've already quitted on ourselves. We stop believing in ourselves. We stop pushing ourselves. We stop holding ourselves to a standard. We stop bringing ourselves to a greater place. And every time you walk away, you reinforce the belief that you won't finish anyway. Today, we got to break that cycle. Today, we got to break the cycle that we walk away from ourselves, we abandon ourselves, and we just say, you'll never make it. We come into agreement. I don't know, maybe it was a childhood teacher, maybe it was a parent, maybe it was an uncle, maybe it was your grandmother, somebody somewhere when you were in your childhood, your adolescent age, told you you'll never be nothing, you'll never complete nothing, you'll never become of nothing. And every time the pressure gets to cooking, a pressure cooker. Every time the pressure gets to cooking and it gets high, you come into agreement with what was spoken over your life negatively. And you walk away and you abandon yourself. Well, I'll never do it. It'll never happen that way. It'll never work. Grandma was right. My teacher in 3rd grade was right. Maybe it's some validity to what they said. But today we got to break that cycle. Stop abandoning yourself. You matter. You're important. God has anointed you. He's graced you. He's given you the ability and the capability and the capacity to finish everything that He gave you an idea to do. He didn't give you that idea. He didn't give you that push. He didn't give you that vision. He didn't give you that burden, and He did not equip you to complete it. So let's go into our coaching call. Truth number one, our core truth number one. Core truth number one. Self-abandonment happens before external failure. Self-abandonment happens before external failure. Most people don't fall publicly. They just quit privately. It starts in our mind. You say things like, I'll do it later. It's not the right time. Restart when I feel ready. I'll do it when people are supportive. I'll do it when it's more favorable. These sound harmless. In fact, they sound like they could be wisdom sometimes. They sound like they could be right sometimes. They sound like they could be the gospel sometimes. But over time, they train our mind to escape pressure instead of enduring it. And we leave ourselves the moment things get uncomfortable. And eventually, we stop expecting ourselves to even show up. Reality is, think back, just look back over your life. How many times do you stop expecting yourself to show up? You know, we hide it under betrayal. We hide it under hurt. We hide it under people at past experiences. And so we just say, well, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that if it requires people. I'm not going to do that if it requires that because, you know, I've been hurt here. I've been this there and I've been let down here. And so eventually we just stop showing up for our own lives. Today, I want to admonish you to stop showing up. In fact, you need to show up for your life. Your life depends on you showing up in full capacity, in full faith, in full fledged focus. Your life depends on you to show up. And today you got to make a decision on Wednesday, January 21st, 2026, or whenever you're listening to the replay or rebroadcast of this, you need to make a decision that I am going to show up for my life. I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to tuck my tail. I'm not going to run. I'm going to show up for my life. My life depends on it. My future, my bloodline, people, places, and things are depending on me showing up. Builders stay present when it gets hard. I was thinking Elijah didn't go into the cave because he was scared of Jezebel. He went there because he was tired. He was burnt out and he decided to stop showing up because he was tired. Many of us, this is why you keep hearing me in our coaching calls and our coaching sessions, keep telling you that it is necessary. It's important that we keep building a rhythm of rest. Why? Because we don't need to not show up. That's how the enemy wins. He doesn't win because you don't have the ability to fight. He didn't win because you don't have the capability. The host of heaven is on your side. He win because you quit. You stop showing up. You stop getting in the ring. It's a fixed fight. All you got to do is keep showing up. Core truth number 2. Trusting yourself is built through follow through. Trusting yourself is built through follow through. Confidence, we've said this all week, last week, week before last. Stop trying to build confidence through hype. It does not come. I can hype you up. Girl, you got this. Bro, you doing this. I can hype you up all day long, but it will not affect your confidence because what affects your confidence and what makes it grow and what makes it build is evidence, fruit. You got to actually do something. You got to have some fruit. You got to have some evidence. Every now and then I look over at my wife and I tell her, you know what? I'm the man. Not because she say I'm the man, though she does. Not because my children say I'm the man, because they do. Not because my friends say I'm the man, because they do as well. Not because people, places, and things say I'm the man, because they do. But the reason I can look over and say I'm the man is because evidence keeps following my word. Evidence, fruit keep following the labor of my hands. My brain can think and evidence manifests. My confidence is built in my ability to produce. not in what you say, not in what you do, not in what you think about me, but in what I can produce. This is why the enemy wants to stop you from producing. This is why you'll keep hearing me in these coaching calls tell you to get some small actionable steps that you can execute so that you can have fruit, that you have completed something, because that will keep your confidence being built. The enemy don't want you to stop. He don't want you to finish anything. He don't want you to complete anything. He don't want you to have anything under your belt, because he knows that he can tear your confidence down if there's no evidence and fruit. Every time you keep a small commitment, you deposit trust into your own self. Every time I say I'm going to do something and I do it, I start trusting in my ability more. I start trusting in my word more. I start trusting in who I am more. I'm going to say this, I'm going to get in trouble. But the reality of it is you've lost trust in your own self. That's why you haven't done it. That's why you're scared to do it. That's why you're fearful and you don't feel like stepping out, because you have lost trust in your own self. The enemy has wore you down. Life has wore you down. Situations have wore you down. Trauma has wore you down, and you've lost trust in your own ability. Every time you quit, you withdraw from the account of your confidence. And we've quit so many things under the name of quote unquote pivot. We've quit so many things under the name quote unquote church and religion. We've quit so many things under the name of what people said and what people think and how they mocked and ridiculed and said something about it. And now we have left depleted of our confidence because we have quit so many times. We've abandoned ourselves, and each time we made a withdrawal from our confidence. That's why some of us struggle to believe God for big things, because we don't believe ourselves. How can we believe in a God we don't see? This is not condemnation. I'm not coming to make you feel bad. I'm coming to give you clarity this morning on why it is you are stuck in a cycle. The good news is that trust can be rebuilt. One finished, completed, executed task at a time. This is why I keep saying make a list, make it small, make it executable, make it something you can finish. Because every time you check something off your list, it rebuilds your trust in yourself, and it rebuilds your confidence that you are the man, you are the woman, you are God's child. Rebuild your trust one step at a time. Truth number 3. Staying is an act of maturity. Staying is an act of maturity. Staying when it's inconvenient is growth. Sometimes we quit. We throw our hands up. Well, this is not going to work. This business idea, let me go to the next one. This is the wrong economy. This is the wrong time. Nobody's supporting, nobody's buying, nobody's coming to watch my live, nobody's following me, nobody's interacting with me. But staying consistent when it's inconvenient is real growth. It's real maturity in God. Staying when the excitement wears off. Now that's real commitment. That's real maturity, because see, it's easy to build. It's easy to start a business and launch a project and launch a ministry and launch a brand when the excitement and the hype and the people and the shares and the likes and the tags and the people are giving you accolade. It's easy there, but real maturity is when all the noise fade away. You stay committed to what you said God told you to do. Staying when excitement fades is real strength. Staying doesn't mean you never pivot. It does not mean you don't change the means to get there. It does not mean you don't change the lanes, but it means you stay committed to the original purpose, destination, and plan. You don't run. You don't hide in a cave, but you stay committed to what God has assigned. Builders don't disappear when resistance show up. We adjust, we adapt, and we remain true to the purpose of God. We adjust, we adapt, and we remain true to the purpose of God. Maturity says, I will not abandon myself again. Come on, in fact, just type that in the comments if you can. Even if you're watching the replay, if you can't type it, just declare it as you're driving, as you're sitting at your cubicle, as you're in your kitchen. Just declare, I will not abandon myself again. It's too much deposited on the inside of me. God has too much purpose. God has too much plan. God has too much breakthrough on the inside of me for me to abandon myself again. I didn't know better before, but I know the host of heaven is on my side now. And all I got to do is stay the course. Stay the course. Stay the course. I came to tell you this winning Wednesday to stay the course. I don't know who needs to hear this, but I came to tell you to stay the course. Here's your assignment. Here's your assignment. Identify one commitment that you've been avoiding because you've been afraid that you won't finish it, that it's too much, it's too big, it's impossible. You don't have enough help. You don't have enough resources. Identify one commitment that you've been avoiding. In your notebook, you're going to write that commitment down. Then you're going to shrink it, make it doable, make it clear, make it finishable on small steps and scales. Then finish it. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next month, not next year, but right now, today. Make an actionable step to execute what that commitment is. The commitment may be big, but break it down into small, actionable steps. And what can you do today, this week, this month to execute that commitment? Don't wait another day. Don't wait another moment. Stop looking at it so big and being fearful and walking away and tucking your tail and hiding in a cave and getting exhausted. But now make it executable, something that will be fun and easy to execute in small steps. That way, each time you finish something, it makes you motivated. It makes you confident that you can take on the rest. This is how you rebuild trust in yourself. You don't try to do the whole thing. Let's take one executable action step at a time and let fruit come at each step. Let completion come at each step so that you can rebuild trust in yourself and in God. Reality of it is according to what he has said about your life and your promise, your assignment, your purpose, and your plan in life. Identify one commitment you've been avoiding because you thought it was too big. You was afraid you wouldn't finish it. You're afraid you didn't have the resources, the capacity, the people, places, and things to execute it. Now shrink it into small executable action steps. And then let's make a checklist and let's begin checking that list off. Follow this one course until success. Don't veer off. When you make these actionable, executable, actionable steps, then follow it. Check it off. Don't veer from it, okay? So that you can rebuild trust in yourself. You can rebuild trust in God and what he said according to your life. You don't need a new version of yourself. You ain't got to wait till another new year. We just had one. You need to stop leaving the one you already are behind. Everything you need is already on the inside of you. Everything you need has already been spoken over your life. Everything you need has already been placed in your life. You don't need a newer version of yourself. You'll evolve as you execute. You just need to begin to move. This is the season that you will stay the course. You will follow through on what God said, and you will finish strong. I declare that over you. You will finish strong. Because when you stop abandoning yourself everything else will start aligning. When you stop abandoning yourself, everything else will start aligning for you. Okay, today's declarations, Winning Wednesday. Today's declaration: I stay present, I honor my commitments, I rebuild trust with myself, I finish what I start, I create my now. I stay present, I honor my commitments, I rebuild trust with myself, and I finish what I start. I create my now. All right? Make sure you like, tag, and share this broadcast. Tag 3 people in it. Send the link out on YouTube for 3 people. Let them know that they need to stop abandoning themselves. In fact, make it your special VIP share. 3 people that you know that have been abandoned, that there's so much greatness on the inside of them, and they've been walking away from it. They've been dumbing it down. They've been shrinking from it. They've been walking in imposter syndrome. They've been running from it. They've been tucking their tail. You need to send them this broadcast and tell them, stop abandoning yourself. You're great. Greatness is on the inside of you, and you're destined to do greatness. So I send this to 3 people, tag 3 people in it, like, tag, and share. Make sure you subscribe and follow. Make sure that you click the link in the description of the video so that you can go over to school and join our school community right there, where all of these things will be made available and kept right there. All of the resources for creating your Now and Arise and Build will be right there in our school app. So make sure you join our school community. If you want to partner with us, remember this week we're sowing in the denomination of 913 for Amos 9 and 13. Yes, indeed. It will not be long now. That's God's decree. Things are going to happen so fast, our head's going to swim one thing fast on the heels of another. And everywhere we turn, it don't matter which way the enemy try to make you turn, because that way you're going to be blessed too. Amen. And so we're sowing in the denomination of 913, 913, 1913, 2913, 5913, 100. And 913, wherever you want to sow, wherever your obedience is, wherever God is nudging you and pushing you, wherever your heart posture is, wherever you want to be generous in your gift, you can do so. The ways of giving is in the description of this YouTube video, and it's in the comments of the Facebook video. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Zelle, Apple Pay, Google Pay, it's all right there, made available for you. Your seed is blessed, you're blessed, and this word is blessed over your life. Stop abandoning yourself. You got what it takes. Just stand up, be you, and do what God called you to do. Heaven is on your side. You don't need to fear. You don't need to fret. You don't need to tuck your tail or run. You just need to move forward in what God has said for you. Go, grow, and glow. May his peace, his protection, and his provision be your portion. Until we meet again tomorrow, same time, same place. Remember, keep arising and keep building.